Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Opting to run again here with White. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 3rd down, Stockton. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return is Williams. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. When you look at this defense, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game, because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And it's taken in at the 9. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st down, Stockton. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Stockton. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Hard running at the 15. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The drive starts with a run by White. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Stockton. He finds his man complete. That's Fisher. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stockton. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on third down, Stockton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On the end around, here comes Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Lions at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
On second down, they'll run it here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. On second down, they'll run it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down. Stockton. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Back to throw. Stockton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone as a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Stop it. For a touchdown. Cut my team. Cut my team.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Got it. Ready? Reload. Reload.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 20, here's a second down and 9. Shotgun now with Purdy. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
He leaps over him. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Now a second and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Being chased. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they're going to get their foot.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off play action. Stockton. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go up the middle with White. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Going with White here, toss left. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down, here's White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Stockton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Dobbins. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. In motion right, Debo. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
You know when you play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4? Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Purdy to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. To throw is Purdy. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Quick throw completed by Purdy. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Honestly, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try the right side here with White. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
White running to the left. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 80 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. A couple of first downs as the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL.